without any product. And then the back is just whatever. Non-frizzy, fluffy curls. Hi. So I wanted to show you all how I refresh, how I style my curls without any product. Now the reason I do this is sometimes it's just refreshing for my hair and my scalp, not having any product in it. Also, I can see how my curls are without any product influencing it, so that way I know just how healthy my curls are, what my curls actually need every so often. And I find that when I do this, it does help me manage my hair better. So I know for some people, they're just like, no, we need products to see how our curls are doing. I say every once in a while, take a little break from it to see just how your curls are doing. So all you're really gonna need for this is water in a spray bottle, a brush. I'm gonna be using my Dead Man brush. If you want a comb or anything just to fix your part, have that on hand, and just like a microfiber towel or a t-shirt, whichever one works for you. But you can do this after you wash your hair. Make sure you wash it thoroughly, or you can do it as I'm doing it, where I am just refreshing my hair, refreshing my curls. As you can see, I have no curls right now, it's all brushed out, but it all is pretty much the same steps, whether you wash your hair or whether you're just refreshing it. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to wet my whole head, make sure it's thoroughly wet. And I'm actually going to work in parts. I'm going to do a center part for this, since I already have that. Just so that it's easier for me to manage it. You want to make sure you get everything nice and damp. I have low porosity hair, so I just want to make sure I get in there. And I'm just going to brush it. And one of the reasons I like to do this no product styling when it's not a wash day is I could control how much water is going into my hair, how wet it's going to be, which can cut back on the drying time. But also I think our hair needs moisture, especially if you have low porosity hair. So it's good to get it in like a thorough kind of rinse, even though you're not doing a full wash day. So as you can see, this one is just lightly damp in comparison to this side, so you can see the difference. And I personally like to make sure the crown, this part right here of my head, is damp and moisturized as much as possible, because that tends to be the part I feel like myself and a lot of other people tend to miss, because it's the back of our head. We don't want to have very nice healthy hair in the front and then the back is just whatever. So even though it's parted, I'm just going to make sure there is water going through it, so there's a nice moisture going all around. Okay, and now for honestly the rest of this, you're gonna take your brush, kind of just brush it down, brush everywhere through. This is the time where if you want to part your hair a certain way, do so now. Right now for me, I'm just gonna leave it in this center part. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start kind of brushing up and away from my roots in parts. And if there's any parts that feel a bit dry, just, spritz it out. drying. And as I'm doing this, some of my hair is clumping up into those nice little curls. Okay, so that's one side. I'm just going to do it on the other side as well. Now that this is done, I'm just going to do some scrunching. And you want to go soft with it, not too rough, because we don't want these clumps that we naturally have here to break apart, and we don't want any frizz when it does dry. So let's just clump it up slowly. And as I like to clump, I like to kind of bring it up to the root, so that way I could kind of move it away from the scalp a little bit. Other side. Alright, and now I'm going to take my microfiber towel and I'm just going to go back in with a bit of scrunching. This one especially, you want to be soft and light, and you don't want to move around too much because moving around is going to cause it to frizz. We don't have a lot of product in our hair. We actually have no product, which is going to make our curls more prone to frizz. So let's just go nice and lightly squeeze. Let it go softly. And this is just to help with any extra moisture, just to make sure it's out so our hair can hopefully dry a little bit faster. So at this point, you can either take a diffuser to dry it, or you could let it air dry. Right now, I'm going to opt to air dry just to keep it as natural as possible. Of course, when you are not using any products, you can't really expect like ultra shine or ultra voluminous hair, but that's okay because there's ways to work with that and to fluff it out at the end. But for right now, I'm just going to wait till it dries. So alright, so I am back. My hair is dry for the most part. It's been about an hour. And I do want to mention that the only reason my hair is this dry when it's an hour in is because I used this spray bottle. So I was able to control how wet my hair actually was. If I had done this on wash day and I air dried it, honestly, it could have taken me way over 2 hours for it to dry. So I just wanted to show you how I do my kind of refresh, no product curls in the shortest time possible. So this is a refresh for the most part. As you can see, my curls, we have some nice coils going on here, especially right up here, different areas. And at this point, what I am going to do is I'm going to separate some of these curls just so that way I can help with the volume. So just gently separate the curls, because last thing we want is frizz. So this is my hair with the curls separated. You can see my curls are very defined. So one thing I personally do, just as an additional, is to fluff it out, whether I use my hands and kind of rake through my roots to kind of shake it out, or I'll use a hair pick. In this case, I'm going to use a hair pick because it's not really going to kind of mess up my curls as much. And I do want to say that because we brushed away from the root, it's not really sticking so hard to my scalp, which helps to keep your hair a bit voluminous as well. And there we are. We have our nice, defined, non-frizzy, fluffy curls without any products. There is no product in my hair. It was just water and a brush and I guess a hair pick just to get it all together. So this is how I style my curls without any product. Let me know if it works for you. Let me know if you have any questions, any comments, all down in the comments below. Thank you so much and bye.